Hi, I'm Kathy Cano Murillo, the Crafty Chica, and I have a special treat for you guys. I'm going to share with you my dad's recipe for making the most fabulous, tastiest tamales ever. Now, my dad passed away in 2009, but before that, he was known for his recipe of tamales, and he made them for probably close to 60 years, and I used to help him in bits and pieces here and there, and I decided to give his recipe a try from start to finish. This is my first time trying his recipe from start to finish. And so if you see any little imperfections in my methods or how I'm doing it, have mercy, you master tamale makers. I just want to share my dad's spirit and energy with all of you. And I want to tell you that if I can do this, you can do it too. And this is my message to all of you, is to take your family recipes and recreate them, help them live on, get your kids involved. Don't be afraid to try new things. I had some issues with the masa. I was so scared to try it because I'm like, oh, you're supposed to get the dough to float in a glass of water, and how could I ever do that? Well, you know what? Let's go see if I could actually make that happen. Let's go make tamales. Alrighty, I have some red chili sauce that I have prepared for the tamales. If you want to see how I made this, check out my previous video, which is linked in the description below. And you have to decide what you want to fill your tamales with. You can do chicken, beef, or pork, or you could do all three of them. I like to mix together the beef and the pork. That's what my dad used to do, so I just kind of used to that flavor. But what you want to do is you can cook your meat in a slow cooker so that it shreds nicely, or you can just boil it in a pot of water, half an onion, a little garlic. But the key is you want to shred your meat nice and fine, and you want to remove any fat from the meat so that it's just nice and lean and shredded. And here I have my beef and my pork, and I'm going to mix these together. Just like this. And now that they are mixed together and they're shredded nice and fine, I'm going to fold them into my red chili sauce. And I'm just going to do it little by little because I don't want the sauce to be too dry. I want to put just the right amount for my tamale mixture. This is going to be the filling that will go inside the masa in the tamale sauce. Now I'm going to add some more, and I'm going to add the last of it. I feel like my dad would be so proud of me right now. Oh, and there we have our red chili mixed in with the pork and the beef. And now that this is done, I am going to leave this, and now it's time to make the masa. This is like a huge ordeal, but we got this. We can do this. Let's go make the masa. We have everything here to make our masa. So in this bowl, we're making a small batch for about 12 to 18 tamales. So I have half a cup of shortening, 1/4 cup of lard, and 1 teaspoon of salt. And now I'm going to take my blender and I'm going to mix this for a couple minutes till it's nice and fluffy, and then I'm going to slowly add in 2 cups of the masa harina along with 1 cup of the beef broth. I will go ahead and get started. Now I'm going to slowly add in some masa harina. And I'm going to add a little bit of the beef broth. I'm not going to add this all at the same time. I'm going to do it gradually so that I can keep blending it and mixing it. What we're going for is the texture of mashed potatoes. We have our masa and we have our red chili ready to go. I have some black olives, and it's your choice if you want to use green olives or black olives. Mix it up however you want. And then I have some corn husks. This is just half of one package. I let these soak overnight in a dish. I completely submerge them. So now they are nice and soft and pliable so that I can put the masa in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some masa, and I'd say about 2 tablespoons or so, and I'm just going to spread it inside of the corn husk. And if you need a little more, you can get a little more. This part kind of takes practice because honestly, once you open your tamale and cut into it, do you actually know if it's a good ratio of masa to filling? So I'm just going to eyeball this. I'd say about 3 inches across, 4 inches down. Try to get it nice and smooth like this. And it's a good idea to keep in mind that if you know you want to make 12 to 18 of these, if you want to make 12, you can add more masa, more filling. If you want to stretch it to 18, you would use less. So it's up to you if you want skinny or thick tamales. So this one, I just put the red chili filling in here in a line all the way up. And then I put a little olive in there. And the whole time growing up as a kid, that was my job with my dad's tamale making. He would make 30 dozen of these. And I would sit there and I'd have to throw an olive in every time. And now we're going to fold up this end. And we're just going to roll this around. And you can use white paper to wrap around these. I like to use a corn husk. I just shredded one into strips, and I'm just going to tie it in a little knot. And now I'm going to put it inside the steamer. Now inside of this steamer, I have 1.5 cups of water, and then I made a little cone out of foil so that I could stand up the tamales around there. I don't want to pack them too tight, just kind of loose around there. We're going to bring this to a boil, and then I'm going to cover it. I'm going to put it down onto medium low, somewhere in the middle there for about 45 to 60 minutes. We want to steam them, and then we'll know when they're done. You can take one out and sample it, and when the dough pulls away from the corn husk, then you know that your tamale is ready. And then you want to let them cool a little bit so that the dough is cooked and they're nice and spongy and a little bit firm, because if you try to take them out and eat them right out of the steamer, they'll be very soft. So you want to make sure to let them set just a few minutes. So, okay, I'm going to get prepping all of these. And here they are. They came out so beautiful. I am so proud. I hope my dad is proud. I hope you guys try this recipe. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you like this video. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to check out all the other cool videos. And all the information is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and joining me on this awesome tamale recipe adventure. Bye!